Yo, what's up guys, Minman here, Double H here for another weekly Q&A where you can get your questions answered by me. And remember, any question you ask, I'm ready to answer. It can be football or non-football related. To get your question answered, very simple, head to the website. That is www.halfoffootballhot.com www.halfoffootballhot.com. I'll put the little link, well, it's over there, down there, somewhere. And yeah, get your question answered. Head to the website, scroll down to the Q&A, put in your email, your name, and anything football and non-football related, I will answer it. So let us ride through. From Stefan Muradali. Do you keep up with any TV series? And if so, which is your favorite? My favorite is The Walking Dead. Keep up the way. Great work, bro. TV series. Currently, no. But I want to get back into Scandal. I'm thinking of checking out Deadwood. So yeah, at the moment, I'm not really keeping up with more. But the one I'm waiting for is Power. Obviously, Game of Thrones, based on I just want to see how it all ends. I'm not really a Game of Thrones fan. I just like the fantasy. But Power Season 5, I cannot wait for that. So yeah, that is the one that I'm definitely want to see. I think I'm going to do a TV show focus very soon about that. My favorite TV shows. From Pablo. Hi, HH. I have 3 questions. Do you think Sevilla is going to become one of Europe's best teams and be Champions League winners in the next 10 or 15 years, or will Valencia get there first? With the way things are going, man, how are they going to do this before Barcelona and Real Madrid? So, I mean, unless things change with the way football is run, Barcelona and Real Madrid are still going to be the titans of La Liga. They've been successful in the Europa League. Yeah, well, will Atletico Madrid win the Champions League soon, or will they never be the team they were in 2014, 2016? It's never going to happen. That was the only chance, and they messed it up. It will never happen. Do you think Iago Aspas is a good addition for Spain? He's a good addition. He ain't a starter, but he's good to have in the squad. It's a good player just to have to bring on. Just that if you're chasing a game or you want to bring in something different, he's good to just to add something there. Leonardo Anthony, hey HH, since Liverpool recently beats Man City at Anfield, there's been a lot of talk here in Brazil about who should be a main striker for the World Cup. Tite seems to prefer Gabriel Jesus, but his season has been full of injuries, while Firmino is having what perhaps is his best season in Europe yet. I was wondering, who would you pick as Brazil's #1 striker? Personally, I'd choose Firmino, while Jesus is a more natural striker. Firmino has mobility to open up space for other players, especially Neymar, Coutinho and Paulinho, as an element of surprise and make the team less rigid, which is something that really benefits our playstyle. What do you think? Keep the good work, man. Cheers. That's a nice one, man. I'm a big fan of Jesus because I think he's a natural finisher, but you make a very good point. Because when you think of how Brazil play and the movement they have, Firmino makes much more sense. Firmino makes much more sense. But it's a difficult one. I think the more cold-blooded, better finisher is Jesus. But I think Firmino will make Willian better, make Coutinho better, make Neymar better, and really fits into how they all go. So for me, I think it's dependent on the opposition that Brazil are playing. For me, Jesus shouldn't just be #1 fully. I think that against a defensive team, maybe Jesus is the right man. I would say against a defensive team, I would go with Jesus. Against a team that gives you space, I would roll with Firmino, because then you would really be able to fully open them up with the movement that Firmino gives you. But I just think that Jesus, I just feel his movements, his ability to read the game, be in the right place at the right time, I think would really work against a team who give you very few chances. All you need is just that right pass and Jesus will put it in. But I think for sure, Firmino has put in a strong argument that, look, man, Jesus, he shouldn't just be the main striker, bro. Because Firmino 100% has had a better season than Jesus. From Jody, if the salary cap was implemented, how should teams get punished if they go over the salary cap? Keep up the good work. A transfer ban. Transfer ban. Like, if you go over the salary cap, you get a transfer ban. So the next market window, whether it's the summer one or the January one, you're not allowed to buy any players whatsoever. From Richard, hey HH, keep up the great work. Do you think that replacing Lewandowski at Bayern with Timo Werner will be effective and will put them in the ascendancy? I'm not sure. Because Lewandowski is better than Timo Werner, but maybe Timo Werner works for Bayern. So it's very hard to say because I need to see how Werner works with the other Bayern players and in the system. And obviously, as we well know, how will Werner work under Niko Kovac, who is the new Bayern manager. Also, do you think that Bayern should continue to sign young German players such as Goretzka, and should they go for Draxler and Sané? I'm a Bayern fan if you can't sell. Oh, yes, I think you need a blend. You need a blend. I think you need young guys and you need old guys. If they could get Draxler or Sané, I'd probably roll with Draxler. No, I'd probably roll with Sané because I think Sané could be a nice replacement for Ribery, i.e. the wing play that he brings. But again, these are young players. But I definitely think you need established guys and young guys as well. Because again, Ribery's old. But you're seeing how important he is and how important he could be come to the Champions League. From Housey Saucy. What is your opinion on interracial dating? Do you have any problems with it, or do you see no harm in the process? Hope your channel continues to grow, and don't forget to put Cristiano into tier 1. For me, there should be no problem with interracial dating. I mean, people that have issues with that, I've never understood people that say, "Oh, I only date Asians," or "It only dates black," "I only dates blonde people." It's like, what? It makes no sense. It really makes no sense because different races give you different things and view the world in different ways. And I think we would do a detriment to ourselves in this world not to experience all the different varieties of people and cultures and characteristics and personalities that there are in the world. So if you limit yourself to just one particular race and characteristic, I mean, you're just being a chump, completely being a chump. From Mo, hello HH, my question for you this week is about your home country. If you look at it from a completely neutral point of view, completely unbiased, who do you think would qualify from Group D? Probably Argentina in first, but would you say Croatia or Nigeria to go through? It's going to be very hard. On paper, you'd say Argentina and Croatia. But how well will Argentina play? Will Croatia really get it going? Should we really be sleeping on Iceland? So for me, I think what this Champions League has shown me is, my gosh, could this be a precursor to a World Cup where we're just seeing shocks? So for me, it's very hard to know because never go on what you see on paper. If you go on what we saw on paper, Brazil would have been 2006 champions. Simple. They would have easily been 2006 champions. So never go on what you see on paper. Farid El Defrawe, hey HH, hope you're doing fine. Do you think if Man United gets Fonso Mensah, Axel Tuanzebe and Andres Pereira back from the loan and buy Alderweireld, Mounier, Alexandra and Fabinho this summer, they can challenge for the league next season? Thanks, love for your channel. Thank you. I need a central midfielder there. Maybe for Fabinho's going to, I think Alderweireld would be a very good shout. The other young boys from loan, that's just to help add some meat to the squad. But I think they need a Modric. They need if they can get Marco Verratti, if they can somehow find a way to class Marco Verratti out of PSG, that would be huge. So if they can get a Marco Verratti like a central midfielder who can control the midfield and allow Pogba the freedom to really be a box-to-box, then we're talking something. Then we can talk some cheddar. Pimp Juice. Hey HH, what do you think about open relationships, and do you think human beings are naturally polygamous? I was actually thinking, I started having a conversation about this or reading a program about this. I don't think monogamy is natural. I really believe that society has just imposed this whole, oh no, one woman, one guy. No. Because when you look at the amounts of marriages where a guy is having some extra stuff on the side, or a woman wants some extra stuff on the side, it's like, and from what I believe, open relationships actually keep the union stronger than those that are just very strict on monogamy. Because with the open relationships, you now know that, okay, let me just do something different, and this can actually help me improve the sex life, improve the love life by me seeing other people, being with other people, but knowing that, no, you're the one that I'm with. You know, yeah. So yeah, for me, I think ownerships should really are probably more natural to human beings. Nicholas from Trinidad. We know players have a prime, but managers have a prime peak per se. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Ancelotti may be past his prime. Lippi's prime was 2006 World Cup, and he was past it based on all he had done in the 90s and early 2000s. People may say Mourinho may be past his peak. So definitely there is definitely and I think Klopp is yet to maybe reach his peak. I think Klopp is ready to reach his peak. So yeah, that definitely works for managers as well. Ziggy Stardust. Hello, HH. What are your thoughts on Ivan Rakitic? For me, he's amazing and a consistent player for Barcelona and rarely has a bad game. But no one ever talks about him or notices him. I feel that he's very underrated, similar to Sergio Busquets when he was promoted to the first team back in 08-09. Thank you and have a good day. Yeah, no, for me, Rakitic, he's done very, very well. But I think the issue with Rakitic is that I think he needs an Iniesta and a Busquets. There's a Rakitic can't hold the midfielder by himself. Same with Croatia. Rakitic needs a Modric in there as himself. So Rakitic is a very good supplement. But I do believe that his work goes unnoticed because he's scored very crucial goals. He's a very excellent passer, really loses the ball, and has perfectly fitted into the Barcelona mold without anybody really saying anything. And very few people really know how to play that very highly technical, highly intensive Barcelona game, and he's been able to do so seamlessly. From AJ, hey, HH, how do you feel about ESPN's football show, ESPN FC, being moved to the subscription service, ESPN Plus? Aren't decisions like this the reason why the growth of world football has been hindered in the US? That's stupid. That is completely stupid because I can actually match it to like this, my YouTube channel as well. Give all sorts of people options. So the videos I put on YouTube are completely free. But then if you now want extra stuff or you want a deeper experience, then I have my Patreon where it's either $5 a month or $10 a month. So there's options for people. So if I'm broke, I don't have any money, I can still enjoy the football huts on YouTube. But if I've got a little bit of cash and I want a bit more of this and a richer experience, okay, let me go $5 a month and $10 a month. For ESPN FC, have the free service on YouTube, which guys can go to. And then you can say, man, if you want more stuff, more detailed stuff, and more analysis, then get onto our subscription service. That is the only thing that should make sense. Because it's not like if ESPN are struggling for money. So I think if that is true, that is very, very stupid. Very, very stupid over there. From Edwin, what do you think went wrong with Roma and the Barca game? Underestimation. Barcelona underestimated Roma. Roma felt aggrieved based off the first leg. And maybe Valverde's tactics came back to haunt him. It had worked all the way all season, and it just came out to haunt him. He didn't really know how to react once that third goal went in. And the Barcelona players didn't even know how to react once that third goal went in because they'd never really been put in that. I mean, they were in those positions before, but again, there are only so many times that you can come away from these losing positions because they've been in that position many times, but one time too many. From James Lombardo, I think I'm the only person on the planet who saw Roma knocking out Barcelona. If you remember, I asked you a question when the draw was initially made and nobody gave Roma a chance of coming back after the first leg. I wanted to ask who you think Roma have the best chance of beating over two legs in the semi-finals and how highly you rate Di Francesco. Well, obviously, the Champions League things, it's already come out, so they're facing Liverpool. And this easily was the best draw that Roma could get. Roma can beat Liverpool. Liverpool are slight favourites, 100% makes sense, but Roma will not. They can beat them. If they play a great game over two legs, the key thing in the second leg is in Rome, Roma can beat Liverpool very, very easily. And for me, I rate Di Francesco very highly. What he did against Barcelona was a coaching masterclass. Because remember, he doesn't have great players, and to be able to get mediocre players to defeat Barcelona, deservedly so, shows great coaching. From Drogba, hey HH, a lot of people have been saying that Pep needed a Messi to beat Liverpool in the Champions League match, but in the other match, Messi actually had an easier task than Pep did, and he lost 3-0 and was not there to make the difference in the match. Could we argue that when it comes to the Champions League in the last few years, Cristiano is more of a difference maker than Messi, and that Pep might be better off with a Neymar or a Cristiano? Pep will never take a Neymar or a Cristiano because those are not his kinds of players, and I have to admit, Cristiano has been more clutch in the Champions League in previous years than Messi. That's just a fact. Cristiano has really been balling, whereas Messi hasn't. Okay. From Calvin, do you think Juve and City were robbed in both legs of the Champions League ties? No. Speaking as United fans, City should have had a penalty and had a perfectly good goal flag offside in the first leg at Anfield. And had those had gone the other way, they wouldn't have been chasing the tie the way they did. In the second leg of the Etihad, they had another goal, legit goal and penalty not called, which ended up costing them. Juve had a penalty not given in the first leg, and a very dodgy one given at the very end of the second leg, which is likely the last time Buffon will sniff the Champions League again. What do you think? Nope. Nah, they didn't. They were not hard done by. I stand by the decisions. From Shad Hurdle, hey HH, if Liverpool pull a miracle and win the Champions League and Salah gets Egypt out of the World Cup group, would that put him in the driving seat for the Ballon d'Or? That should not put him in the driving seat for the Ballon d'Or. That should give him the Ballon d'Or. 100%. Like, it shouldn't even be up for debate. If he leads Liverpool to a Champions League crown and he gets Egypt out of their World Cup group, give it to him. Like, there no arguments to be made there. Lord Bentner, how good could Van Basten have been if not for injury? Won 3 Ballon d'Ors by age 2027 and was one of the most complete strikers ever behind Firmino. He would have been one of the greatest strikers because, I mean, you look at that, he scored one of the greatest goals of all time. And yeah, same as Ronaldo, if he hadn't had injury, he would have been, I think I would have put him maybe just slightly above in the realm of Batistuta and Weah, but not in the realm of Ronaldo or what Cristiano is doing. Folari Babalola. Cristiano is a narcissist, an arrogant prick, and I can't stand the flipping guy. He's a bad role model to kids, showing his muscles after goals. That's not all kids can have. Whilst in my opinion, Messi shows hope for kids, that there is hope for everyone regarding his height. And I hate that quote that said that if an artist creates the perfect footballer, it would be Messi. I agree. If an engineer created the perfect footballer, it would be Cristiano. Wrong. It would be Ronaldo R9. The question is if Liverpool gets Real in the semis, how do we stop Cristiano and beat them over 2 legs? Because I feel in a 2-legged game we have a chance, but in a final, I'm not so sure. So obviously, you didn't get them. But if you had gotten Cristiano, you have to man mark him. Man mark him. That is how you man mark. There is no shame in man marking a player that is as good as Cristiano. Manfred Gunza, hey HH. Do you think Arsenal would have beaten Barcelona in the 2006 final if Lehmann had not been sent off? No. It would have been an interesting game, but I'd have still sided with Barcelona. And do you think Henry cost them the trophy that night? It's hard to think that he cost them the trophy, but that was a huge miss. That was a huge miss. He had a great chance, and he just did not get a good enough connection. But it would have been interesting. I think the referee even said that if he had turned back time, he would not have sent off Lehmann, and he would just allowed the goal to have stood. From Dylan Holmes. Hey HH, 2 small questions for you this week. 1, who do you think is the better manager between Allegri and Mourinho? Mourinho, but Allegri is a great tactician. 2, what are your thoughts on Bellerin and Morata being linked with Juve? Morata, based on the whole Chelsea situation, Morata should really think about going to Juventus. And for Bellerin, if Juve will have him, sure. Because I'm not sure how much he will win or how successful he can be with Arsenal. And are they needed, or would Lichtsteiner and Mandzukic be good enough for another season? Lichtsteiner should leave. Mandzukic has been amazing. Mandzukic has been absolutely amazing, so he will be needed. And if it came down to it, who do you sell between Higuain and Mandzukic? Easily Higuain. Easily Higuain. Sell Higuain, get Morata, keep Mandzukic. You can get both goals from there. From John Joe. Which set of players would have been better? Ruiz and Bale with no injuries, or Robinho and Quaresma with consistent end product? Robinho and Quaresma for sure. Robinho and Quaresma. Ruiz and Bale would have been amazing, but my gosh, Robinho and Quaresma, consistent with end product, they'd have been one of the best players of their generation, easily. Ben Joel, hey HH, as a closet Chelsea fan, What have your emotions been like after seeing Chelsea lose and lose badly this season? Against Watford, Tottenham, Barcelona, and Bournemouth. Also, do you think Sean Dyche would be a good successor for Arsene Wenger? He would organise them so much better. For Chelsea, look, as I said, I think I put out a video. It's a mess, and it comes from Abramovich, and it's just sad because you're seeing a club that is in complete disarray, and you're seeing a manager who literally doesn't give an F. So a lot needs to change, but it comes from Abramovich, who has created this monster. And Sean Dyche, I don't think Sean Dyche would be the right man per se, but he would be better than Wenger. I think they need... Look, I keep on talking about Michael Laudrup. You look at Dave Francesco. You look at Tuchel. I think those are the kind of guys that need to come in there who still have the attacking mind frame that Arsenal have. Max Akundo. Hi, HH. Hope all is well. I know this is late point. Could you reflect on Kaka retiring from football and maybe make a video like he did for Totti, Pirlo, and Dino? Also, my other question is, why do you believe we keep on giving Messi a pass for when he doesn't show up? I think if Cristiano and Neymar were in his shoes against Roma, they'd get destroyed. Or when Messi has underperformed and all these fans for Argentina, Messi apparently never played with any heart or passion multiple times for his country. He still gets a pass. Okay, people. And even Argentina went to... So basically, I think it's about Messi because look, I think you have to condense your questions. So again, guys, condense your questions because this is too much to read. But I think is about people being given a pass and Messi being given a pass. And look, man, I'm not giving a pass, and I think other people give Messi a pass because again, like for Cristiano, look, man, Cristiano definitely performs better for Portugal than Messi has done overall. Although Messi has been playing really well for Argentina recently, overall Cristiano has definitely been doing better for club and for country. And as I've said many times, and as people have insulted me, I don't give anybody a pass, and I do not give Messi a pass for him breaking up for Argentina. Forward thinking, what's up, HH? Loving the content, looking forward to the bars. Oh wow. My question is around the mercurial talent that is Tony Martial and his manager, the special one, Jose Mourinho. Now, with all due respect to one of the GOAT's managers, is Martial likely to follow the trend of players such as KDB, Salah, Lukaku, as young talents unable to flourish under Mourinho's tenure and forced to succeed elsewhere? And if so, should United consider Willian as he's a Mourinho-style player and his work rate and can operate on the right-hand side, which is something United have lacked since a young CR7? Also, just wondering, what was reaction to that Suarez handball versus Ghana at the World Cup and the events that followed? For me, with the cannibal handball, painful, harsh, but I defend it. If I was Nigerian, I'd have done the same thing. Fine, I'm going to handball it. Send me off, and it was sent off. But it gives my country a chance to maybe go through. And at the end of the day, the gamble paid off. So what would have been bad is if he had done it and he didn't get sent off. He got sent off. He sacrificed himself from being in the semi-final, but he put his country before himself as an individual. So I'm going to sacrifice myself, get sent off, miss the potential next match to make sure that my country goes through. And that's an amazing sacrifice to have. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Martial's going to follow that trend because Martial is not a Mourinho type player. And if he finds the right club like a Sevilla or even a Real Madrid, it's going to be like another KDB Salah situation where like that's one that's got away, but Mourinho would never have been able to get the best out of Martial or a Salah or a KDB. And Willian would be good because he can play as a winger. Maybe they need much more of a natural winger, but I think Willian would definitely offer a better wide threat than he does. But I think Willian is one of the guys that United need. They need a central midfielder like a Verratti. Senior big place. A political question for you. As a Nigerian, do you believe there will ever be a long-term political stability in a country divided by so many ethnic and religious illness and religious lines? Nope. I don't think there ever will be. I think because it is so deep, it means so much to so many people that I do not think there will ever be a full resolution. And sadly, that's just that's just the way it is. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be seeing any resolution from there happening anytime soon. That's why people are saying that maybe the country needs to be split. Maybe it needs to be split, which is sad, but there you go. PKU Disney, hey HH, I think we all can agree that Kane and Vardy are England's two best strikers, and definitely, you mean Harry Lane? Oh, sorry. I think we all agree that Lame and Vardy are England's two best strikers and definitely going to the World Cup. But who would be the third striker you'd take as a plan B off the bench? This season, Glenn Murray is the top scoring Englishman in the league behind Lame, Vardy and Sterling, but Carol Dini and Charlie Austin are in the consideration as well for me. I think they should look at storage. Maybe Charlie Austin. And for me, I would look at Carol and storage, because Carol just based on his height. If you're in a safe situation, you need some height there, boom. It's maybe a nice plan B or a plan Z option. But I think, look, if they can get storage fit, man, that is something that they should really, really look towards for sure. Harry Kane. Just to inform you, that the Spurs have filed an official appeal for the Cristiano penalty versus Juve, as Lane swore on these 2 golden boots that it brushed his dandruff. Anyway, my question is, what is your favorite football moment in terms of pure joy you felt watching a game? Example, Chelsea winning the league at Bolton. And likewise, what was the worst moment you felt watching a game? The best moment I had watching a game had to be the Nigeria winning the Nations Cup. So either Nigeria winning the Nations Cup or Chelsea's first Premier League victory with Mourinho. I think those are the 2 big ones. I think that's first league victory that Mourinho gave Chelsea, or Nigeria winning the African Nations Cup. Worst moment, Nigeria-Denmark, for sure. And this may be strange, but in a weird way, it was... I mean, there are many, because I think about the 98 World Cup and Ronaldo just disappeared. I'm like, me wondering, how the hell did Ronaldo disappear in this? Zidane. That was a very for me. I was like, based on just what Zidane had done, and for him to go out like that, I think that Zidane in our 06 World Cup as well was like, wow, what the bloody hell happened? United winning because I hated United so much, that United treble, them scoring in the final minutes, I think that just blew my mind. I was like, what the hell? So guys, that is the end of it right now. So yeah, remember, to get your question answered is very simple. Just head to the website. Yeah, very simple. Just head to the website and halfoffootballhot.com, scroll down and put in your name and your email, and I'll have your question answered pronto. Stay true, stay black. Peace out. See you next Friday. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half of Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.